Hi, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to you as well. Well, I didn't think this one through at all. Welcome to home for the night. This is where I'll be spending the night in the countryside in Hampshire. When I say I didn't really think this one through, I'll show you why. Brand new trainers. And I thought when I get here, I'm going to go for a nice wander. It's a nice day. It's the 1st of March and the sun is shining. It is a tropical 9 degrees. So I thought, well, what better? Sun's out. Let's go for a little wander and enjoy the countryside. And as you can see, it is a glorious day out here. Quite a few people here. I don't know if you can see the cars there, walking their dogs in these beautiful surroundings here. But of course, me being me, didn't really think that it has been absolutely banging it down with rain. So it's going to be a little bit muddy, Rick. Gonna need your boots. Did I bring them? Nope. When I got here, I parked up, I flung open the back doors, jumped out the back without even looking, thinking, oh, this is going to be glorious. I'm going to sit out at the back of the van and have a cup of coffee. And jump straight into that. Yes, that footprint is mine on one of my brand spanking new trainers. Luckily, only 1 foot went down. So now I've had to take them off and I'm going to be sitting in the van. So as you can see, there's dog walkers absolutely everywhere. I hope there's not doggers, because we're going to be spending the night here. But the car park is absolutely rammed. This place is really, really popular. So we are going to have to sit in the van and just chill out until it gets a bit darker. There is a chip shop just around the corner, so I'll be going there a bit later on to go and get myself some dinner. But fear not, there is a purpose to this video today, and I'll get onto that shortly. Don't worry, it's not just going to be a video of me just sitting in my van in the dark all night. In fact, I've just been looking at the maps and I may have found somewhere else to go, so bear with me while I clamber back into the front of my cab. This will be fun. I'll keep the camera rolling. 6'1". Trying to clamber over into the front of the van. Yes. Right. Nope. This ain't happening. It's just absolutely rammed with people. I'm not sure if any of you do YouTube videos, make your own YouTube videos, but when you've been absent like me for quite a while and you're used to recording, you're used to going out there with. Sorry about that. Oh, camera. Right. Sorry about that, I'm having camera issues. So like I was saying, if you don't do YouTube videos for a while, you can become quite camera shy. And it's been a while since I've done one, especially when there's lots of people around. So I've moved from that location and I'm just currently going to another one which I've found. There's a nice little lake just up the road and we're going to go and see if we can park up there. Hopefully it's got a small car park so we won't be disturbed that much. Oh, this is looking a little bit more like it. So there is a tiny little car park. There's enough for 3 vehicles, and yes, there's 3 here. Let me just give you a little tour of where we are. Now this is more like it. This definitely looks like the place for me for tonight. We've even got like picnic benches and things like that that we can come and sit on if we wanted to have our chips on there. And to top it off, we've even got a water supply. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Wildlife at Swelling Hill Pond. Well, we've got badgers, foxes, dragonflies, ducks, herons, owls, bats. I'm expecting to see all those things. Well, there's the ducks. It's like quite a nice place to come fishing, actually. not that you're going to see your fish. It's like chocolate. I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to get the drone up and fly it about and get some aerial shots of this place, because it really is quite nice. However, there is an awful lot of low-flying aircraft flying around, so I don't even know if the drone's going to take off, to be fair. Ow. Anyway, let's go back to the van, and then I'll tell you what the purpose of today's video is about. There we are, that looks a bit better. And I can sit outside. Just realised it's got a right belly on here, but it is the puffer coat, I promise you. But the whole idea of the video today was to come out and find somewhere to camp over. The wife has just come back from 4 nights in Fuerteventura with her friends, and she's brought the son back with her. However, I was left at home with the kids and I am absolutely shattered. So I have a wild card to play, and I've come out in the van to spend the night away. Now, don't be fooled with the sunshine and that it's nice and bright and sunny. It's going to be -3, probably -4 tonight, so it's going to be quite cold. So, therefore, I haven't plugged in the leisure battery to the van so I can run the diesel heater. I'm going to test something out. I'm going to test this out. And this is a 12-volt seat heater, which I've been which I've had running in the front of the van. I was thinking to myself, this actually gets really hot, and I've only got this from Lidl's, and it was $12.99, and it heats up beautifully. So I'm thinking that I'm going to lay this down on the bed and plug it in and have it running all night and use it as like a heated blanket, or you know, like a heated mattress. I don't think there's a fire risk because it does cut out, and it has got temperature settings on it as well. So, but I will have it on the hottest setting because it's going to be quite cold. So we've got that to lay on. Got my duvet and my sleeping bag as well. What am I going to be running it with, you say? You haven't got your leisure battery. Well, if you watched the last video, which I did when it was snowing, I was quite proud to say that the channel has now been sponsored by All Powers. They very kindly gave me this, the All Powers R600 portable power station. It's got a 12-volt plug there, and I've already tested it, and this thing should run that heated seat cover all night, on and off, when it heats up and cools itself back down. I'm going to use it to do everything. I'm going to charge my drone, vape, mobile phone, iPad, and I've also got a bit of in-van entertainment. Oh yes, I can't see a bloody thing because it's not turned on, but I've brought out my VR headset. Because I've been thinking to myself, when you're out and about in the van, it's nice to have the TV and you've got your phone and stuff like that, but sometimes you might not have a signal. So I've downloaded some games onto my virtual reality headset. I was thinking to myself, well, how do you entertain yourself when you're alone in your van? If you can take your mind out of the gutters just for 1 minute. Any of you that got a van will realise that sometimes when you're out in the middle of nowhere, there's not an awful lot to do. So I just want to go to bed at 7 o'clock at night. So I figured I'll have a bit of in-van entertainment. So I've got a few games downloaded. I don't quite think I'm going to get away with playing my golf game inside the van. We're limited to room. So I've got a little fishing game, which I'm going to play by the lake. Maybe I should play it outside the van, by the lake. No, I might fall in. That's a bad idea. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. But we might get away with playing a little game of Beat Saber or something like that, or Batman. So we're going to give it a crack, or I can watch YouTube or TV on it, so it doesn't matter. But that's what I'm going to be doing a little bit later on. So we're going to get some chips when the chip shop opens, which is just down the road. We're going to have some dinner, and then we're going to come back and we're going to see how we get on with a bit of in-van entertainment. And then when it gets a little bit colder and a bit darker, we'll get the van warmed up with the seat duvet cover. But for now, while I'm waiting for that car to disappear, I'm going to sit in the van and enjoy my coffee and the peace and quiet. If you're interested in ordering the All Powers R600, check out the description. There's a link in it below. And don't forget to use code AFRIC for 5% off. Well, I've had my coffee, so I'm going to get into the van and let's get the VR headset on and have a game or two. Well, I've realised I probably look a little bit stupid. Certainly sitting outside playing bloody virtual reality fishing right by a lake. So I've got 45 minutes till the chip shop opens, so I'm going to sit here and do a bit of gaming and enjoy myself and have a bit of fun. So if you'll excuse me, it's time to get immersed. Now, I don't know what to play. Let's have a little bit of Batman, a little bit of fighting, shall we? That looks a bit good. We'll play that. Right. Let's go. Actually, no. Boxing. Let's play boxing. That looks quite good. Right. We got room. We got room for boxing. Have that, you like that, don't you? Yeah, come on in. Give you a bit more. Come on. Where are you? Come on. Oof. Oof. Come on. Yes, get some of that. Have some of that. Come on in. Oof. Yes. Come on. Well, that was fun. I think that went quite well. I don't think anyone saw or anyone noticed. Yeah. Turns out VR gaming in a small van isn't as easy as you think. Give me a minute while I rearrange the van. My friends in the Range Rover are going. Bye. Right, they've gone. It's just me and the ducks. So I am going to head off to the chip shop. Hopefully I'll come back and that space will be free and sit in the van and have some dinner. Right, let's get off to the chip shop. Lovely. Thank you very much. Cheers. Hello. Right, while I sit in my van and eat my chips, I'm going to stop filming for a bit and just enjoy the peace and quiet and have my dinner. I'll get back to you when it's time to go to bed. Right, so it's cold in here, I can tell you that much. Right, so what I'm going to do is make the bed and get the bed ready. I've realised that I've come out without my leisure battery. I know this, but what I've also not realised and took into consideration is that the All Powers power station that I've got has only got one socket for 12 volt. And I need one socket for 12 volt for my lights, and I need one socket for 12 volt for the heated car seat mattress warmer, which is what I've called it now, the car seat mattress warmer. So it's going to be one or the other for the time being. Hopefully I'll get the kettle in a minute, it'll warm things up in here ever so slightly. As you can see, that's going to be an issue. So here's the idea. That's going to lay on there, and I'm going to pull the duvet over the top of it. Just like that. And my thinking is that the heat's going to come through here and warm me up quite nicely. Oh, my sleeping bag is under the bed there. Let's get that out. And there is bed for the night. Anyway, I'm going to get the kettle on and make myself a hot chocolate, and I'm going to get myself into bed and watch, catch up with Gladiators, and then I'm going to stick on some YouTube and catch up with that. In the morning, I'll give you a bit of an update on what I've got planned for the channel for this year, and a big trip that's coming up with a fellow YouTuber and someone that I've met via YouTube who's become quite a good friend of mine, and me and him are heading off somewhere this year on an adventure. So I can't wait to tell you about that in the morning. But for now, hot chocolate, bit of TV, bit of me time. That's what this whole trip's about. And I'll see you guys bright and early on a cold, frosty morning, I'd no doubt. It's going to be a cold night. I can see it. Good night. It's cold. Good morning. God, it is cold out there. Well, Oh, yeah. Was it a warm night without the diesel heater when it went down to -3? In bed, absolutely. And that seated duvet mattress warmer thing that I've used worked an absolute treat. In fact, I actually got up in the middle of the night and turned it off because I was getting too hot. I didn't sleep in my coat, I just slept in my t-shirt actually. I did keep my jeans on because it got a little bit chilly. But all in all, a really good, solid 5.5, 6 hours sleep. So that's not too bad. It's currently 10 to 8 in the morning. So I'm going to go and open the doors. Oh yes. Couldn't think of a better place to wake up in the morning. Look at that. Stunning. Anyway, it is really frosty out here, so I'm gonna, look at the it's quite thick, to be honest. So I'm going to get myself a hot brew on, and then I'm going to tell you about the plans I've got for later on in the year, where I'm going to be going off on a nice little 1-week road trip in the van. But first, let's just clear up inside. Right, so I've had my coffee, I've warmed up ever so slightly, and I'm going to head back to the van now, and I've already defrosted it. So but this just gives me an opportunity to tell you a little bit about what I'm going to be doing this year. There is a YouTuber and a guy who I've become really good friends with called Rob and Dob. He's a chap who lives in Scotland. Don't know if you've seen his videos, but go and check out his channel. It's absolutely brilliant. And he also drives a Fiat Doblo, hence the name Rob and Dob. So Rob and I are going to head off to Wales. Now, I did have plans this year of going over to France and the borders of Switzerland and Italy and going up to Mont Blanc, but unfortunately those plans are not going to materialise this year. So we're going to go off to Wales for a week and go and trip around there and go and see what shenanigans we can get up to together. He's got a Doblo, like I said, so have I. So we are going to be a double act. See what I did there? Thank you, I'm here all week. And that's it, really. So we're going to get plans ready for our trip, and that's going to be absolutely bloody brilliant, and I cannot wait. And it's not going to be in the winter time, it is going to be in the summer. So there probably will be a lot of people around, a lot more camper vans around, but we'll try our very best to try and find some great park ups where it's nice and quiet and secluded, and get up to all sorts of mischief out in the mountains and doing all sorts of good stuff. So anyway, I've waffled on long enough. I'm going to get home and try and warm myself up and go out with the family for the day. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's been a while since I did one, got to be honest with you. Last one I did was just a review of the All Powers power station that I got. Don't forget, if you're interested in that, there is a link in the description below, and don't forget to use the code AFRIC for 5% off. Go and treat yourself.